Yo, yes sir, man. We live and we back. Welcome back to the Golden Goose DFS show. I am your host, Chandler Blakely, aka Goose Man, here today bringing you another edition of my starting five for DraftKings and FanDuel. Alright, but before we get started, man, y'all know we got the lineup review going over my best lineup from yesterday's slate. Get into the breakdown on how we tried to attack it, alright? So let's get right into it, man. If you new just stumbling across the channel, man, just hit that subscribe button, man. You won't be sorry. I promise you're in the right place. And definitely, everyone, please do your boy solid. Hit that like button, man. It's greatly appreciated. It goes a long way to helping me out, man. Help out a small business today, alright? Let's get to it. Alright, man, as you can see, man, DraftKings yesterday, I went light yesterday, man. Just did two lineups on DraftKings, two different single entries. FanDuel, I did my usual, the 150 over there. We'll get into that, but DraftKings, I got absolutely crushed, man. You can see by the lineup here, absolutely destroyed. Trying to get two different, I guess, on a 5-game slate, but injuries and foul trouble was the story of my night. So at the top, man, Spencer Dinwiddie, 6,200 in this matchup against the Miami Heat. Listen, I knew it was a tough matchup. I knew it was a chance for a blowout against this Miami Heat team, but Spencer Dinwiddie at 6,200, man, just wasn't getting enough ownership. A guy who literally had 40-point upside at this price tag, no matter the matchup. So we wanted to get to him in this spot. Got him at 15%. He definitely let us down with only 23 DK points here. At the shooting guard, went to Klay Thompson, man, 27% on. I was on him before they even announced his minute limit increase, but with the limit increase, it made me like him even more. Felt like he was in a solid spot, especially against the OKC team, to give us a big performance. He gave us 34 DK points, man, almost 6x4, so didn't hurt us too bad right here at 27% on. Gordon Hayward, man, the play that got everybody, well, I'm going to say everybody, a lot of people, over half the field, man. I knew everybody was on that Charlotte-Toronto game here. And me, by building most of my lineups with Dinwiddie, Kuzma, and especially playing my boy Ayton, I knew I was different enough. So the reason I got to, I'm mad at myself, as you saw the video yesterday. I should have stayed with Oubre, but being that I felt like I was going to be different with Dinwiddie, Kuzma, and Ayton starting off most of my lineups, I was okay getting to some chalk and Gordon Hayward, so I didn't want to continue to be that different. So I got Hayward right here, 53% on. Like I said, I was okay eating the chalk, as my other players around I knew would be lower on. But he got injured, man. First quarter, it was out of there, man. There's nothing you can do about that, man. Injuries happen. Sometimes you're going to be on the right side of it. Sometimes you're going to be on the wrong side of it. We just happen to be on the wrong side of injury tonight. And my power forward spot, Kyle Kuzma. Just another guy, man. He just didn't get off to a good start. Was not playing well. He kind of just took over this game. He never really got going in this spot. Got him as 22% on. He only gave us 17 DK points here. At my center spot, when Diakite or Diakite, however you pronounce that, my apologies if he happens to see this video. At 3,700, 29%. I thought it was a good piece of value to go back to, as we know he was continue to start for this Thunder team over here. But probably didn't think this one all the way through. Forgetting Golden State doesn't have any real bigs over there, so they like to go small over there. So that definitely could limit Diakite here. So didn't quite think this one all the way through. We're just looking for a value play here to get some more guys that I wanted in my lineup at 29%. And one of those guys being Donovan Mitchell, who I went with here in my other guard, 8,400, man. Got him at 26%. He came in tied in a monster game for us against these New York Knicks, man. 59 DK points. Crushed it over here at this salary on DK. Definitely like that at 26% on. At my forward spot, Evan Fournier, 5,500, man. Just trying to get cute right here. You got to try to get creative and different, especially on the smaller slates. And so since I had some Donovan Mitchell here, I ran it back with a little Fournier in case this game, wanted to get two pieces of this game in case it happened to be a better game than we expected or a little more higher scoring than expected. So got Evan Fournier 7%. He gave us 27 DK points. Didn't kill us at this 5K price tag, 5,500 price tag on DK, so it was okay. And at the bottom, man, my boy that let me down, DeAndre Ayton, 13%. The game of the night, man. Phoenix and Chicago, man. Super high scoring here. A lot of fantasy points over here. And DeAndre Ayton, the rare foul out, man. He fouled out, only played 23 minutes. Which I say rare because Ayton is a guy who doesn't get in a lot of foul trouble, man. This might be probably the first or second game he didn't foul out of in his career, man. He's typically not a guy who fouls out like that. Is a big fouler. So it was shocking to see him get fouled out here in like 23 minutes, so that definitely hurt him. But he gave us 27 DK points in them 23 minutes, man. If he's able to get his full run, 30 plus minutes, he definitely should have gave us 40 plus in this spot. So just a rough night over here on DK, man. Let's look at the winning lineup and see what they did over here in this. This was the $5 single entry right here. Jigga 4380, man, putting up 327 here in this spot. He had Donovan Mitchell, OG Anunoby, Javonte Green, Siakam. Mitchell Robinson was the player of the night, man. Mike Conley, Baisley, and Azubuike here. Yeah, Mr. Robinson definitely played to set him apart, man. At 6% on, man, 58. It's tough to beat that, man. He had a monster game, 19 points, 21 rebounds here, man. 3 blocks ago as well, and 2 steals, man. A monster double-double for Mitchell Robinson, having a game of his life right here. Shout out to Jigga 4380, man. Nice play on the Mitchell Robinson now. Way to put it together here. All right. Let's go look at FanDuel and see what we did over there, man. FanDuel a little better. As you can see, man, we get down into it here. 330, my best lineup over here. Steph Curry at the top, got him at 14% on, man. 43 FanDuel points, solid. He finished 1 rebound shy of a triple-double. Doesn't make much difference over here on FanDuel as you don't get triple-double bonus, but still very solid from Steph Curry in this spot. At my other point guard with Fred VanVleet, got a little chalky over here on FanDuel. 30, right at 40% on, man. He gave us 35 FanDuel points at 8,600, man. Solid, but I ain't gonna say solid. That's just okay. He didn't destroy. It's definitely a closer to the floor type performance for Fred VanVleet. At my shooting guard, stay with Donovan Mitchell here, man. 18% on. He was just my guy. I felt like he was underpriced yesterday. I played him a lot on. I played him on both my lineups on DK, and I had a lot of them on FanDuel, man. At 18% on, he gave you a 60 burger on FanDuel as he added in 4 steals and a block. Nice outing from Donovan Mitchell. At my shooting guard, I went Josh Giddey, 48% on right here, 38 FanDuel points. Small forward, Miles Bridges, 33% on. He gave us 52 FanDuel points. Very nice item for Miles Bridges, especially that 7K price tag. And my other small forward, the one sneaky piece value play I did play that worked out for me, Cambridge Williams. Just those OK City Thunder still being shorthanded in the front court over there. That's why I got to some Diakite, however you say his name, on DraftKings, and over here on FanDuel I got to some of him as well. But I also got to Cameron Williams. Got him at 4%. He gave us 32 FanDuel points, man. Nice performance. He came in at 4K over here on FanDuel. Round out the lineup, man. Scotty Barnes here. 6,200, man, 53% on. He got some early foul trouble. Like I said, guys, I told you, injuries and foul trouble is the story of my night, man. Couple quick fouls right here on Scotty Barnes early. He never really got going in this matchup against the Hornets, man. If he came in at 54% ownership, only gave us 30 FanDuel points. So, but the early foul trouble definitely hurt some of his minutes and rotation in the first half. So it really hurt us a little bit there. And finishing it out, man, Diakite stayed with him right here. Kind of got to all of those those Thunder guys, and paired them with Steph for like a little game stack. Like I said, in case the Thunder found a way to stay in there and was a little more competitive than expected, and you never know, maybe an overtime or two, it could really break your way. 22% on over here, 15 FanDuel points. And then finishing out, man, Mason Plumlee at the bottom, only 25. FanDuel points in this spot at 16% ownership. Let's look at the winning lineup and see what happened over there. All right. Goofy, BH207, putting up a 403. All right. Donovan Mitchell, of course. Kyle Lowry, Zach LaVine, nice play over here, 10% on. Devin Booker, R.J. Barrett, Miles Bridges, Jay Crowder. There's a very solid lineup. And Mitchell Robinson, again, the player of the night, man, at 4% on. If you found a way to get to Mitchell Robinson, which I probably doubt it because a lot of people, as you can tell by the ownership, not many people got to him, but definitely would have made a difference. Mitchell Robinson and Donovan Mitchell are probably two plays you had to have last night across both sites. So, solid lineup right here. Congrats to Goofy BH207. All right, let's get to today's monster 10-game slate. All right, you know it's going to be tons of news of this on this slate, man. So many ways you can go. So many ways you're going to be able to build. You're definitely going to get some value more than likely and be able to go stars and scrubs here in this spot. But if you all know me, I'm more of a balanced builder. I like to go balanced build, so that's what we're going to do. But let's get into it, man. At the point guard, at the top, I want to look at D'Angelo Russell, 7,900 in this matchup against the Sacramento Kings, man. We saw him return to the lineup last time out and go right back to pretty much his normal rotation, man. And I'm okay with that as long as this questionable news pans out now in our favor the way we think it's going to go, which is him playing. You know, he played a couple of days ago, so coming off a couple of days rest, he should be good to go in this spot. I like him at 7,900, especially in this matchup against the Kings. This Minnesota Sacramento game, this Houston Pelicans game is going to be probably two of your main games here that everybody's going to try to get to. It's going to be a lot of value to be had over there, and just it's going to be two of the high total games on your slate. So definitely want to get a piece of that in D'Angelo Russell right here. Coming in at shooting guard, man, I want to look at Cam Thomas at fit for 4,800 against the Brooklyn Nets. Now, we know we have no Kyrie as the Nets are back in New York, and we know they mandate, so no Kyrie is there. Still no Durant. And you have James Harden questionable in this spot, man. If James Harden sit, Cam Thomas is going to get all the shots he wants, man. It's basically going to boil down to him and Patty Mills being the main two offensive weapons for this Brooklyn Nets team. I definitely like into some Cam Thomas at 4,800, especially if James Harden is out. He's in play right now, even if Harden plays, just because there's no Kyrie as well. But if Harden sits out here in this spot, man, I'm going to absolutely love Cam Thomas, and it's going to be hard to keep me from playing a lot of Cam Thomas today. Coming in at my small forward, I want to look at Chris Middleton in this spot, 7,800. The forgotten man over here for these Milwaukee Bucks, man. Going against this Los Angeles Lakers team, and you already know, we still pick on the Lakers over here, man. 7,800 pace up. I don't know if it's a pace up. They might be. Both of these teams are pretty fast, but should be definitely a solid total in this game. You know, we like to pick on that Lakers defense, and I guarantee you nobody's going to get to Chris Middleton today. Guarantee it, but there's no real pay up options or studs at the small forward spot that I'm that comfortable with today. You know, we got LeBron James at 10-5, but I don't really like going to him with the full Lakers team over there, Westbrook and Davis being back. And maybe you can pay up to Tatum. I don't really want to go 9-2 to Ingram, even though they're in a great matchup to Houston. So it's just not a lot of small forward pay-up options that I'm very comfortable with. So I don't mind taking a chance with Chris Middleton right here in this spot at 7,800. Coming in at power forward, man, I want to look at Marcus Morris Sr. He's rounding back into form, man. He's getting back to the beginning of the year. First part of the year when George went down and there was no Kawhi, Marcus Morris Sr. was putting together nice performances on a nightly basis here, and he's rounding back into that, giving you two solid performances over the past two games. He's a guy with 40-point upside, definitely big double potential here in this spot at 6,500. I definitely want to get to him. Going against this Memphis Grizzlies team, man, give me some Marcus Morris Sr. at 6,500. Coming in at my center spot. That's right. I'm going right back to the well, man. Give me DeAndre Ayton. Going against this Philadelphia 76ers team. Like I said, he only played 24 minutes last night, so he's going to have the freshest legs on the team, one. They're going to need him in this matchup, especially to check your boy Joel Embiid down there on the block. Now, a lot of you going to see that he got in foul trouble last night. And most of the general public, the box score watchers, they're going to see that he fouled out last night, right? So they're going to see him playing Embiid tonight and think, oh, man, this guy fouled out last night going against Embiid, a great dominant offensive center down there. He's going to get in foul trouble again. I just told you all, he's not a guy who fouls like that, man. Trust me on this. He's not a guy who's in foul trouble every time you turn around. I think he's able to keep his hands to himself today. They're going to need him down there. He should be able to play all the minutes he can handle. 30-plus in this matchup I'm anticipating. I like getting to him at the 7,100. The price tag then dropped $100. Give me all that right now for DeAndre Ayton at the center spot. Going right back to the well. So there you have it. My starting five on DraftKings. D'Angelo Russell, Cam Thomas, Chris Middleton, Marcus Morris Sr., and DeAndre Ayton. All right, let's go take a look at FanDuel and see what I'm liking over there. Coming in at FanDuel at the top, I'm staying with D'Angelo Russell, man. $500 cheaper over here on FanDuel. Absolutely love this $7,400 price tag. This is just too cheap over here for D'Angelo Russell that's full go, especially in this matchup. Give me all the D'Angelo Russell here in this spot. You know it's a three-headed horse over there with him, Edwards, and Karl Anthony Towns, man. I like getting to Russell right here in this spot at 7,400 going against the Kings. Coming at the shooting guard, staying in that same game, man. I want to look at Tyrese Halliburton, 7,600. The guy, he is very solid, man. You know he's an assist machine when the shots are falling for the Kings. I'm anticipating him and Davion Mitchell getting the start again. I said it before, I said it again. De'Aaron Fox, I don't know what's going on with that situation. I don't think he's going to play no time soon. They're probably trying to move him. He's mentioned being unhappy in Sacramento and wanting to be traded, so I think they continue to hold him out, and he probably gets traded before the deadline here. Who knows? We'll see. But one thing's for certain, I don't think he plays tonight or anytime soon, like I said, before the trade deadline. So I want to get the Tyrese Halliburton right here, 7,600. He's a guy who has a baby triple-double potential. Like I said, the assist is going to be there. That's what he does. He assists the ball well. He's not really a strong scorer, but he should be able to give you 10 to 15 points here. More if his shots get to falling. He can get aggressive, especially in the fourth quarter if the game is close and they need buckets. So he should walk in the gym looking at a double-double with points and assists. If he can just fall into some rebounds here, he can give us a nice performance and get some steals as well in this matchup. I expect this game to be up and down. I like getting a Tyrese Halliburton at 7,600. Coming in at my small forward, staying with Marcus Morris, 6,100 over here. Definitely love this price. He's just too cheap, man. You know we like to try to take advantage of the mispricings on FanDuel, and that's what we're going to continue to try to do here, especially with Marcus Morris, 6,100 in his matchup against the Memphis Grizzlies. Love this play over here on FanDuel with Marcus Morris. Coming in at power forward, give me a friend of the program, man, Bobby Portis. Y'all know we like rolling him out, especially on FanDuel, because his price never moves. Just taking advantage of this Laker matchup once again. Bobby Portis definitely double potential every time he steps on the court. Juicy Lakers matchup, horrible defense. They're going to need the body down there to try to defend against Anthony Davis. I like getting the Bobby Portis here at 6,200, man. And then coming in at my center, now I want to look at Jonas Valanciunas here, 7,200. Now I know this is probably a tough pill to swallow for some of you all out there. It's hard for him to have his ceiling games with Brandon Ingram back and playing the way he is. But the price is falling over here. We talking about a guy who's averaging close to 40 with Ingram doing for most of the season. So I don't mind getting to him in this spot right here. Going against this Houston Rockets. Love this matchup. I told you it's going to be one of the better games on the slate. I'm expecting him to get going, man. He's another guy who should walk in the gym with a double-double. It's just how big is it going to be here in this matchup against the Houston Rockets. I expect him to try to get back on track and get going. I want to take advantage of him at a low price tag over here on FanDuel. Get you some Jonas Valanciunas. All right, there you have it, man. My starting five for FanDuel: D'Angelo Russell, Tyrese Halliburton, Marcus Morris, Bobby Portis, and Jonas Valanciunas. Get you some exposure to these guys, man. Get them in your player pools. You know I'm going to have them in mind, all right? That's going to do it for us here today, man. Y'all know the motto. Chances make champions. Y'all green up, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow, all right? Let's go.